Hello everyone, welcome to Pabbly Connect. So in this video we will learn how to integrate BigCommerce and Trello. So our use case is pretty simple. When a new order is created in BigCommerce, it will automatically add a cart in Trello. Now BigCommerce is an awesome e-commerce platform and Trello is a list building application. So what we are going to do is we are going to send the data from BigCommerce to Trello. But there is one minor problem. There is actually no integration between BigCommerce and Trello. So in cases like these, we need to bring a third app to connect them both. So in this video, we will be using Pabbly Connect to integrate BigCommerce and Trello. And the best part of using Pabbly Connect is there is no need for coding skills or programming knowledge. It can be done easily. Let me show you on my screen.
Okay, so to begin the process, first type pabbly.com in your browser. Pabbly.com, press enter. Okay, so this is the website of pabbly.com. So here hover on products and at the bottom you will find the option called as connect. Click on connect and then click on sign in. Okay, so this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. As you can see, I already have made an account in Pabbly Connect. You can also create your own free account in just 2 minutes. Here, I would like to mention one more thing that Pabbly Connect offers a plan where this integration can be tried out absolutely free. So you just have to clone the template of its workflow, which is available in the description box. Once you clone the template, you will get immediate access to this amazing workflow in your account. Okay, so scroll down and at the bottom you will find connect. Here click on access now. Okay, so at the top right corner you will find a button, create workflow. Click this. A dialog box appears in front of you. It is asking you to give a name to this workflow. I'm going to give it as BigCommerce to Trello. BigCommerce to Trello. Then click on create. When you click on create, a window appears in front of you. This is called as the trigger window. So now in the choose app, how about we make it as BigCommerce because we want to send the data from BigCommerce. Now in the trigger event, how about we make it as new order created. Now new order created is basically a trigger event. So your obvious question is, what is a trigger event? Trigger is basically a if statement. It asks a question, if the condition is met, what should be done? For example, if a new order is made, then what action should be taken by the system? Actually, there are more triggers like new customer, new product updated, and so on. However, in case if you don't find the trigger of your choice, you can make a request to our team at admin@pabbly.com for the specific trigger that you want to build. But at present, I just want to send the data when a new order is created. Okay, so just click on connect with BigCommerce. Okay, so in the new credentials, we have 3 blanks to fill: client ID, access token, and one more, the store hash key. So to get these details, let's have a visit to BigCommerce. Okay, so first of all, you have to click on the advanced settings. Click this. Okay, so now in the advanced settings, you will find the option called as API accounts. Click this. Okay, so this is the store API accounts. So first of all, we have to create a new API account. So click on this button, create API account. Okay, so as you can see, we here have 2 choices: create v2 hash v3 API token, and second, create stencil CLI token. So we are going with the first one, create v2 hash v3 API token. Okay, so we have to give a name to this API account. So I'm going to give it as Trello integration. Okay, Trello integration. Excellent. Now in the auth scope, we have to make some changes. So in the customer, how about we make it as modify? Similarly with information and settings, let's make it as modify. Now in the orders, let's make it as modify. And of course in the order transaction, let's make it as modify. Okay, so now scroll up and you will, in the API path, you will find the store hash key. This is basically a store hash key. Copy this and simply paste it here. Excellent. Now we want the client ID and the access token. So all you have to do is just click on save. Okay, so this is the client ID. Copy this and simply paste it here. Similarly, this is the access token. Copy this and paste it here. Okay, so we have filled the client ID, we have filled the access token, and we have figured out the store hash key. Excellent. So just click on save. Okay, so when you click on save, you will find the webhook URL. Okay, so all you have to do is just click on save and send test request. Okay, so the API response is showing that we have integrated Pabbly Connect to BigCommerce. This means that whenever a new order is made in BigCommerce, Pabbly Connect has to capture this data. Now, to ensure that Pabbly Connect captures this data, let's click on this button, Capture Webhook Response. Click this. Okay, so it is showing it is waiting for the data. Okay, so how about we make a dummy order in BigCommerce? So this is my BigCommerce store. I'm going to open this in a new tab. Okay, so as you can see, I already have registered myself as a customer in this BigCommerce store. So I'm going to go to click on utility and I'm going to purchase this Nokia phone. Okay, so I'm going to click on add to cart. Okay, I'm going to click on proceed to checkout. Okay, so this is the dummy details of the customer. So the dummy details are starbuck1223@gmail.com. The shipping is the shipping name is Selena Gomez, and this is the shipping address. Excellent. All the data is already filled. Just click on continue. Okay, so now we are going to make a payment. So we are going to enter the CVV and just place order. Okay. So a purchase has been made by this person called as Selena Gomez, and the purchase is of a Nokia N70. So since Pabbly Connect is integrated with BigCommerce, let's have a visit to check whether Pabbly Connect has captured this data or not. So let me see. Okay, so the API response is now showing that the data has been captured. So as you can see, the billing was made at this particular interval. So this is basically the time in POSIX format. We can actually ignore that. And so where are the rest of the details like the name, the address, the email, the phone number? Actually, we have not got all that details. Basically, all that data is present in this particular ID, that is ID 132. So we have to extract that data from this particular ID. So your obvious question is, how I'm going to do that? It's actually pretty easy. All you have to do is just click on this plus button. Okay, so when you click on this plus button, another window opens up. This is called as the action window. So since we are interested in extracting the data that we have got in BigCommerce, so again in the action window, let's make it as BigCommerce. Now in the action event, since we want to extract the data from the ID, okay, so let's scroll down and click on get order by ID. Then click on connect with BigCommerce. Now in the new credentials, we have 3 blanks to fill: the client ID, access token, and the store hash key. So we actually have filled all of them. So all I'm going to do is click here and go to the recent settings, this one, BigCommerce 10. Okay, so just click on save. Okay, so when you click on save, you have a blank called as the order ID. So basically we have to enter this particular detail here. Okay, so to do that, let me introduce you to this button. This is called as the mapping button. Click this and just type ID. Okay, so this is the ID we want, data ID 132. Click this and enter this and just click on save and send test request. Okay, so it will open up the data. So these are the details. Okay, so let me scroll down and we can find the details related to the customer. Okay, the first name is Selenia, the last name is Gomez, the company is Starbucks, and the street one is Vitan Ashoka Vihar, Field 13, Flint Road, and then we have the Field 13, and then we have the city, the state is Madhya Pradesh, and the zip code, and the country is India. Excellent. Oh, of course, this is the phone number and this is the email. Excellent. So now we have to sync all this data into Trello to create a cart. So to do that, just click on this plus button. Okay, so when you click on this plus button, another window opens up. This is again the action window. This time we are interested in mapping the details into Trello. Okay, so we are going to choose app as Trello. Now in the action event, we are just going to click on add new cart. Click this and click on connect with Trello. So before we click on connect with Trello, let me tell you something. Add new cart is of course the action event. There are more action events like create a board, get cart details. All of them are bunch of action event. However, similarly, just like the triggers, if you don't find the action event according to your choice, you can contact us at admin@pabbly.com to custom build an action event for you. But at present, I just want to create a new cart in Trello. Okay, so just click on connect with Trello. Okay, so now in the new credentials, we have 3 blanks to fill: the username, API key, and the token. So to get them, let's have a visit to our Trello account. Okay, so this is my Trello account, and go to the profile, click on profile and visibility, scroll down. So basically this is your username. Okay, so basically you can just copy this and paste it here. Okay, now to get the API key or the token, you can just click on here. Okay, all you have to do is just click on here. So it will open the developer API key page in a new tab. So this is the API key you want. Simply copy this and paste it here. Okay, now coming to the token, we have to generate the token. So just click on generate a token. Okay, so as you can see here, it is also showing the username as 𝗪𝗲𝗍. This is my username. We have already filled it, so we can ignore it. So just scroll down and click on allow. Okay, so it will generate the token. So copy this and simply paste it here. Okay, so we have filled the username, we have filled the API key, and we have filled the token. Excellent. So just click on save. Okay, so when you click on save, a set of blanks has appeared in front of you. The purpose of these blanks is very simple. We are going to create a cart in a particular board in Trello from the data that we have received from BigCommerce via Pabbly Connect. So for example, so before we map in the details, let me tell you something. Pabbly Connect doesn't take any chances with your data. Your data is 100% safe and secure with us. Okay, so in the choose board, it is showing it as alpha board. When we expand this, we have different boards like gold, moonstruck, yellow, testing, integration of Trello and Discord, and so on. So this is because I actually have a ton of boards, and these are the boards I have. Okay, so basically I'm going to create a new card in this particular board called as the moonstruck. Okay, so coming back to Trello, I'm going to click on moonstruck. I want to create a card in moonstruck. Now in the select list, we have a list called as the creator. This is because moonstruck has one list, only one list, that is called as the creator. Now if we add one more list like Apollo. Okay, so I'm going to add a list, and also how about we add one more list? We can add South Pole. Okay, so this is another list. Okay, so I have added two lists, Apollo and South Pole. Okay, so when we refresh this, we can expect to find both of these extra lists. Okay, the Apollo list and the South Pole. This is because my point is since Trello is integrated with Pabbly Connect, any variation that is bought here will be reflected here. Since we have added two lists, that is Apollo and South Pole, it is being reflected here. So how about we create the cart in the Apollo list? Okay, so the name of the cart, I'm going to give the name of the person that has purchased your product. So the name of the card was person was Selenia, I think. Selenia, yes. Okay, so the description of the card can be something like, this person has purchased the product. Okay, so this is the product information that was, I think was 100 rupees, $100 or anything. It was INR, let me see. Okay, Indian rupees. Okay, and her email address is this one. Okay, and she lives in, we can type in the address. Okay, so let me scroll down, and then we are going to enter the rest of the details. This was MP. Okay, she works in the company. Okay, now Madhya Pradesh. Okay, Madhya Pradesh, and she works in company Starbucks. Excellent. So this was the description of the card. This person has purchased the product, subtotal that is 100 INR, and his email address is this, starbuck1223@gmail.com, and she lives in Vitan Ashoka Vihar, Field 13, Flint Road, and Madhya Pradesh, and she works in Starbucks. Excellent. So how about we just click on save and send test request. Okay, so the API response is showing the data has been given to Trello. So let's have a look whether we have a card called as 𝗪𝗍 in the list called as Apollo in the board called as Moonstruck. So let's have a look. Yes. So this is the board called as Moonstruck and this is the list called as Apollo, and we do have a card called as 𝗪𝗍. So let's have a look. Okay, so this is the description. This person has purchased the product. Okay, so here we should have mentioned the product. What was the product? It was Nokia N10, but ignore that. And his or her email address is this, and she lives in this, and she works in Starbucks. Excellent. So the presence of this card in Trello shows that we have successfully integrated BigCommerce to Trello with help of Pabbly Connect. So how about we double check if the integration is working fine or not. But before we do that, let me show you the whole gist of the process. So let me go to Pabbly Connect and let me minimize my action window, and I'm going to minimize my action window, and I'm going to minimize my trigger window. Okay, so basically this is the whole process in a nutshell. First you integrated BigCommerce to Pabbly Connect, then you integrated Pabbly Connect to again BigCommerce to get the data from a particular ID. Okay, and then you integrated Trello to Pabbly Connect. So now there is a perfect flow of data between BigCommerce and Trello. Excellent. Okay, so now we are going to check if our integration is working fine or not. So how about we make one more entry. So I'm just clicking on done. So view store. So I'm just going to sign out of this particular account. This was of 𝗪𝗍 𝗪𝗆. Now I'm going to register myself as a new customer, so you will understand it properly. So the name of the person is 𝗪𝗆 𝗪𝗆 1991, and we can enter more letters, and we have entered the password 23 okay, this is the new password. Okay, so these are the details. I'm not a robot. Create an account. Okay, so the account has been created. So how about we make some shopping? So I'm going back to utility and going to make a purchase by the name 𝗪𝗆, and this is the product that I'm interested in purchasing. This is of 70 rupees. I'm going to click on add to cart, proceed to checkout. Okay, so these are the shipping details, 𝗪𝗆 Manuel, and this is the company he works in, and this is the rest of the address details. Excellent. So just click on continue. Okay, so a payment is going to be made, and this is the CVV. We have entered the CVV and we have made a purchase. Okay, so a person called as 𝗪𝗆 has made a purchase of 70 rupees, and he has purchased this particular product, that is a mic. So let's have a look in Trello whether we have a card called as 𝗪𝗆. So let me remove this. Yes, we have a card called as 𝗪𝗆, and this is the description. This person has purchased the product 70 INR, and his or her email address is this, and she or she lives in this address, Madhya Pradesh, and she or he works in Ohio. Excellent. So our integration is working absolutely fine. This means anytime a new order is made in BigCommerce, it will be reflected as a card in Trello.
Not just these two apps, you can integrate up plenty of applications using Pabbly Connect. If you have any queries, contact us at admin@pabbly.com. Our dedicated team members will help you to automate your workflows. Or better, just visit our website www.pabbly.com. It's awesome. Thanks.